Back on track.
Hey. All right, where were we? So
we're recording.
Recording. Okay. And then Francesca Margaritonda from our admin team is here with us to answer any questions in the chat. Actually, that's going to be Kareem. Please be sure that you can get into Tyler. And if you cannot get in or cannot see who your student's teacher is, please contact Amber at 505-986-4000. I think many of you, if you're returning, should be familiar with Tyler. That's how we communicate and keep our do our grading and our attendance. So if you're not connected to Tyler yet, you might want to go and check your Tyler app, and that's who you'll see who your teacher is. And if you can't do that, call Amber at the school number. Have you seen our website? It's all shiny and new. www.ttschool.org. Lots of good information on that site. Have you read and signed the behavior expectations? They've been altered with things being a bit different this year. Bear in mind, online and at home school is still school, and we are expecting students to behave accordingly.
Thank you, Ms. Miyagawa.
You're welcome.
I don't know if you know, we have a new head administrator. His name is CHRISTIE. Here is a nice picture of him. If you have any questions, there's his email, and all these emails are on that we're going to present tonight are on our website. You don't need to worry about copying this down or anything like that. And also, you don't need to worry about this as being a hyperlink or clicking on this, but you can. He has a recorded greeting on our school website as well, and this is what the link is like. Ms. Berg, so CHRISTIE is our head administrator, and Ms. Berg is our actual elementary school principal. And so she is who we directly report to. And here's her, the same kind of links with her email, and also she has a message that's been pre-recorded also on the school website. Ms. Roberta Cole is in a new position this year. She's the Community Outreach Coordinator. So Roberta has been at our school 20 plus years and pretty much knows everything about Turquoise Trail and about Turquoise Trail families. And so she is the person you would contact if you have any concerns or questions. If you're having concerns about internet, computer, any questions about teachers or programs, no question is too small for Roberta. So just contact her. You can email her or call her, and she'll be able to either answer your question or direct you to the right place. Ms. Tammy Padilla is in charge of aftercare, which is also going to be the sort of, I don't want to call it daycare, but it's the care that for essential workers during the day that at Turquoise Trail. So again, if you have any questions for her, her email, and these are all found on the website. And you may also look at her greeting as well. We have a new middle school principal. His name is Harry Phillips, and he has taught at Turquoise Trail for many years. He was in 5th grade and 6th grade, and so he's now the new middle school principal. Ms. Sharon Gray is going to share the responsibilities with him for a few months, and then he'll take over as principal. All righty, now we have Mr. Lewis talking about some programs that we're going to be using to help you.
Thank you, Ms. Chavez. Hi, everybody. So this year we're going to be using a couple of different online tools to help us have school this year. Our first tool is going to be Google Classroom. That's going to be our main hub where we actually set up our work. We do our work online. We turn in our work, and everything will kind of set up through there. So you can access Google Classroom, and then you can access everything else from that point. This meeting is actually being held in Google Meet, which is our other tool. And that's going to be, we use that for live presentations daily throughout the day, for our lessons, and for our check-ins and our morning meetings. So these are really good tools to get to know and to use. They're really easy once you get to know them. Okay, Ms. Chavez.
Thank you, Mr. Lewis. All right. Now we have Miss Mariah, and she's going to talk about some schedule samples.
The moment we've been waiting for. What is the schedule going to look like? The first 2 weeks, our schedule is going to look a little bit different than our regular schedule because we're going to be spending a lot of time trying to get to know you and giving you time to get to know us, as well as just trying to make sure that you can log into Google Classroom, into Google Meet, and make sure that you can get on everything with ease. So we're going to have check-in at 8 a.m. every day, and that is mandatory. So you need to make sure that you get on the Google Meet between 8 and 8:10, or else we're going to have to mark you absent. And if you are marked absent, parents will be notified, parents or family members. So it's important that if there is an issue with getting online, that you let your teacher know. Also let Amber know at the front, just call in. And we'll try and get it figured out. You can see we have team building on the schedule for the next 2 weeks. We have snack specials. Specials are actually going to be rotating. So 1 week you'll have an assignment, and the next week you'll do a Google Meet with the specials teacher. And these times are actually going to be different. So Miss Miyagawa's, Miss Chavez, and Mr. Lewis's times are going to be different from Miss Mariah's times. So you'll get that from your teacher. And then we'll have lunch. And then the first couple of weeks, we also want to have parent and family meetings just so that we can get to know you all and do some assessments, see where we're at in reading, math, that sort of thing, so that we can work with everybody better. And then 3 o'clock will be dismissal. Next. And then on this slide, this is going to be a sample of our final schedule. So after the first couple weeks are through, we'll get more to a consistent schedule where we have math lessons, we'll have writing lessons, readers workshop, science and social studies. It's still going to be that 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., but it'll look a little bit different. So we'll ease our way into that. We'll still have that 8 a.m. check-in. So between 8 and 8:10, you need to make sure that you're online so that we can take attendance, and we'll be checking in through the day. You can see that in pink, most of these are online. There will be times where you will not be virtual chatting with your teacher. You'll be doing independent work, and then we'll check in later to see where you're at. But it will be a full day's worth of work.
Wow. Also note that Wednesdays are half days. I don't know if you remember in the past, the half days were on Fridays. They want to have half days on Wednesdays now. I don't know, Mariah, do you want to speak more to that? Or
yeah, thank you for reminding me. I totally forgot that part. So yeah, normally on Fridays we would be done with class at 1, but this year we're going to be ending on Wednesdays at 1, and that's just so that our school has time to make sure that the building is extra clean for everybody, and we want to make it consistent. So we're starting that, even though we're not in the building right now, we're starting that schedule now to where Wednesday class will be over at 1.
Okay, I choose to talk about what supplies you'll need. The school is going to supply, or you can come pick up supplies from the school. So the only thing we really ask you to buy is a good set of headphones or earbuds. There was some talk about maybe having headphones with a microphone. It just depends on what your computer needs are. Or if your child's in a room by themselves, they probably don't need a microphone. But you know, just something, it's your preference. So they had put down headphones with microphone, but we took that out because it's that can be a little bit more expensive or not. So just whatever you think your child might need to be sitting quietly and listening to a lesson. You definitely need a computing device, a tablet or a computer, a phone, like a smartphone might work for some of the things that we'd like to do, but it may not. It may not look the same. It's harder to work on a phone because the children will be asked to do things like draw into like a certain program or type, and so a phone is not the most effective thing. So really look to see if the school can either get you a tablet or computer. So if you don't have a tablet or computer, you can see here, this is Amber's phone number, and so reach out to her. She's the secretary of the school, and reach out to her about getting one. Once we start giving lessons and things like that, it's really important to have a designated space for your child. It could be in a corner on a box. It could be a small desk. It could be in their bedroom. But what we don't want to see is a kid running around maybe on their trampoline with an iPad, which is actually what happened to me last year. So if you could just have a space where they have folders, their books, it's like a learning space, just like, and try to model that, how it'd feel at school, at home, so that when they do come back to school, that transition is not so disrupting. Roberta and other people have been putting together packets of supplies, and they bought them in bulk. And also we got donations, a lot of donations. So if you would like to buy your school supplies from the school, at this point, they're around $5. If they get more donations, it could be free. So check with those guys about how that whole thing is going to work. But that's pretty exciting. Okay. I did not write down who was going to. Oh, Miss Miyagawa, you're going to do this one?
Ms. Miyagawa, we can't hear you.
Sorry. Okay, how's that?
There you go.
I'm sorry. I'm still getting so used to this mute and unmute. So how is school going to be the same? All students are still expected to behave as you would in school. We're going to go over some of the expectations, but it's like how it was in first grade for you. You know, you have to raise your hand when you want to talk, and you want to wait your turn. So many things will be similar. We are still taking attendance. Like Miss Mariah said, if you do not, log in by 8:10, unfortunately, you'll be counted as absent. So make sure you get there nice and early, like even maybe 5 minutes before 8. For students in the live virtual classroom, this is the same as before. Please email your teacher with a reason why a student cannot attend. The student will be able to watch a video of missed class and do an assignment that shows the student watched the lesson and understood. If your child is sick, please call the front office at 505-986-4000 and email your teacher. We would like to have you do both things if you get sick, just so we're clear that you're not just calling into the office, but that we know as well. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Miyagawa. And that is our presentation. So again, here's our emails. If you want to reach out to the PTO, they need help. And also we have a survey that there's the 2 links right here at the bottom that would really help us out about how to help you. So one is what is your level of technical needs? You'll see that form, and you just fill it out and it automatically gets sent to us. And the other one is a family student survey as well. So if you want to take some time right now and see if those links work and fill those out, you may, or if you have any questions, I will. I can't see right now if you wanted me to keep this up. Somebody else can see if there's any questions.
Can you post it in the chat?
Yes, we can definitely do that.
Okay, that was it.
That was it?
Yep.
Oops, I clicked on it. That's what it looks like. Did not mean to do that. Hey, but it worked. So can one of you guys post that into the chat? Are you able to? Or do I have to do it?
6.
What's different?
I can do it. I got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I didn't see anything.
You just need a title.
Are we leaving now?
No, we need to find out the middle school.
Are there any questions other than
Yes, we're trying to find out about at 6 o'clock for the middle school.
children?
I'm sorry, can everybody mute except like one at a time? Because I heard a question, but I couldn't hear it all the way.
Okay, we're just asking about the 6 o'clock middle school link. Is that the same as what we're doing now?
No, there should have been an email sent out from Francesca that had the links for each grade level.
Okay. Well,
But it should all be on an email.
okay, let's see if we can find it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, Izzy.
I see a question that says, how can I have access to the rosters? So the rosters, do you mean to see which class your child is in? If you mean to see which class your child is in, that is going to be through Tyler, which it sounds like Tyler is not fully activated for some families. I don't know if that's for all families or just a few, but once it's activated, you'll be able to log in with the email the school has for you and see which class your child will be a part of.
I'm kind of curious if you have an activated Tyler and was able to log in and see class list. Could you raise your hand? Okay, so Hannah was able to. So it seems like it is activated. Sometimes it's in your spam.
I will say it wasn't activated when I first tried to sign in, but then I checked my email and I saw a link from the school to reset passwords for Tyler. So I was just writing, check your email, everyone, and or just try to get prompted to reset your password.
Okay, thank you.
And then
I know they were working on rosters till like about 3 o'clock today. So I know that that could be also it, that they didn't release that. That could be why.
Another question about supplies. And to answer that question, yes, there's supposed to be a drive-by for supplies. The school got a lot of different donations this year, so we're trying to supply as much as we can for the least amount possible to families. So it looks like it's going to be around $5-ish for supplies for the year for each student. So there should be more information sent out about that soon. I see a hand up. I think it was Jonathan.
Sorry, having technical difficulties. Okay, so for Jonathan, he has an IEP, so he's actually going to be one of the ones that's going to attend in school once the first day of school starts. So how is that going to work or look like? Does anyone know, or who do I need to contact for that?
So I would contact Tony Tillman, the special education director, and she'll be able to give you more information on that. As far as we know, it should be fairly similar. I don't know what time Jonathan is going to be getting to school, but as far as the schedule, it should look really similar to what we showed in the PowerPoint.
So he's going to be doing online in school?
Yes.
Okay, that's not how it was expected.
Well, it's different. That's why I said contact Tony, because if you had different plans, that's something that you would have to discuss with her, because we don't have all of that information yet.
Okay. Thank you.
And then I see a question about the password being invalid, and Amber said it's being updated. We actually didn't know that it was being updated until just now, so we'll have to look into that. I'm not sure when it will be done. Unless, I don't know if any of the other second grade teachers know, for Corey.
I just sent Amber an email, and she actually just reactivated mine for me. So I don't know if you guys want to send her an email. It should work immediately. And I just found out who my daughter's teacher is. So.
Okay. Thank you for that information. And then I see that there was something about the supplies being $30. Originally, they did think it was going to be around $30, but we found out today that since we got so many donations, it's down to around $5. So like I said, that information should be sent out soon. as far as like pickup, what items you'll be getting, and how much the final cost will be. But at this point, it's around $5. Any other questions?
I think there was talk about the supplies being picked up on Saturday. Is that incorrect, or?
I heard that too.
Just to give you an idea, like when it could be. Okay, everybody. It was nice to meet all of you. If you have any questions or concerns, and they did pop up right now, you can always email any of us. And we have another session coming up, so see you online.
Bye, everybody.
Nice to see you guys.
Nice to see everybody.
See you.
We guys, how could we access for the recording that you guys have, the access to that? So we want to look over the schedule, all that stuff. How can we get access to that?
So that's all going to be on the website. That's right?
Yeah, because that's why we're recording.
Yeah.
So that's all on the
website.
Where's Leo?
Hi.
Hi, Miss Molly.
In a different one.
Miss Molly, we can't hear you.
Questions in Espanol. I'll just hang out for a minute.
I didn't see Leo.
If anybody has them.
Okay, I've got to figure out how to do.
Okay, we better get on to the next one. Bye, everybody.
Are you going to end it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Oh. Bye. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Christian.
Bye.
Bye. No hay preguntas, Christian? No. Okay. Oh, hi, Estrella. Bye. Good to see everybody. Okay, we'll see you next time.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.